I actually asked you, you know, the vice president, who is the flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party, is out there campaigning. He has started his campaign. But as he started, he's actually, for you, the NDC, you said 24-hour economy, but he's saying that he's going to provide our needs. And so he will ask us what we need, and he'll give us our needs. The NDC, is this what's the right word to use? Is this scary for you, knowing that the flag bearer for the NPP is going to provide Ghanaians their needs?
Roselyn, I wish you'd give me a lot of time to discuss this matter. First of all...
Even if I give you the whole day, you're not finished, so we have to stick to it.
No, I'll try to summarize, but I need a bit of time. First of all, who is Dr. Bawumia?
He's the flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party and the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana.
How do the people of Ghana view him? What is the impression that the people of Ghana have of him? And I think that for you as an Oga at the top and honorable, big people in this country, once in a while, it's important for you to sit back and think about how people think about you. Sometimes not really because you feel that what the people think about you would make or unmake you, but it's important for you to realize the perception around you. Alhaji Bawumia has won the cap as the most discredited politician ever to have arrived here in Ghana.
Which survey did you do to get this?
Yes, I'll come to that. Now, there's a survey that was conducted by Fact Check Ghana. They say 96% of Ghanaians think that Bawumia is incredible.
Where's the survey?
And they list
96%.
So
wait, let me ask you this question. It's just what you're saying. 96%. And NPP, how many
but
percent?
The fact of the matter is that members of the NPP themselves even believe that Bawumia is not credible.
So you're adding them to it.
They believe that.
All right, continue.
They believe that. So first of all, I think that it's important for us to look at the statement issued by his communications director, Miracles. The vice president said that he's going to every corner of this country. He's going to engage farmers. He's going to engage traders. He's going to engage business people. He's going to engage students. He's going to engage the youth. He's going to engage chiefs and then get feedback from them on what they want. Is the vice president not aware, as we speak? Let's take them one after the other. When you take students, for example, is the vice president not aware that a lot of nursing training students have not been paid their allowance? Is he not aware of that? Is the vice president not aware that teacher trainees across the length and breadth of this country have not been paid their allowance? Is the vice president not aware that several students in this country have not been able to get access to the next stage of education because of the lack of infrastructure? It is on record that when you look at health institutions, health training colleges across the length and breadth of this country, they are not able to admit more. Right now, they can't admit because the government came on the promise that we would reintroduce allowances. But for over 37 months, the government has not paid allowances to these students. Is the vice president not aware of this? Does he have to take a microphone to them for them to re-echo it? Is he not aware of the several demonstrations organized by all of these student groups? The picketing at the premises of the finance ministry. Is the vice president not aware of that? Is he not aware? Is the vice president not aware that unemployment is rife in this country, and that the youth of this country have resorted to leaving this country as a solution? Roselyn, you may have a younger brother or sister. I do. And for like my younger brothers and sisters and several other youth of this country, they have lost hope in this country. Because a young person trying to set up a business, he is faced with a difficult business climate. A young person, when we're growing up, our parents told us that, put everything aside, learn hard, you'll be successful in future. For most of us, we put everything aside. We learn so hard. We're diligent in our studies.
Should have gone to do business.
We're diligent in our studies. We have finished school. There are no jobs.
You should have been a businessman.
Even with the issue of wanting to be a businessman.
But you're working.
The business climate.
But you're working.
I'm not talking about myself. I speak for the youth of this country. Okay. I am privileged by the grace of God to have become a lawyer. But there are several people who could have been lawyers and more. And better than me. In better placed positions. Working for global agencies and contributing to the improvement of this country. But because of the reckless leadership of Nana Bawumia, those people have been shut down. Their ambitions have been crumbled. For those who want to set up businesses, and I talk about this because I know several young men and women of this country who have chosen to take their destinies into their own hands, have set up businesses. Some of them may have lost their businesses under the weight of inexperience. But most of them have not been able to thrive because of a very inhibiting business climate. What is the cost of capital in this country? Roselyn, you want to set up a small business. For example, that Sobolo making business, or pineapple juice making business, or Bisap, or Zonkom business. Even that. For a young person in this country, a young girl in this country wants to do makeup. Capital. How do they access capital? When interest is at 33%. So for every 100 cedis you borrow, you pay excess of 33%.
But he's saying that he'll come and take off nuisance tax.
The point I'm making is that, is he not aware of that now? And as vice president, as the second most powerful,
he says he's
with
the mate.
Executive authority in this country, what has he done about it?
He says he's the mate.
Indeed, he's a mate. And a mate can never be a driver because a mate is a mate.
No,
you have to be a co-pilot to be able to pilot a plane. If he wants to be a pilot, he should spend some time and go to aviation school. He should spend some time to go to aviation school because all you have learned in your life is to be a mate. All you have to do is to take 2 cedis, 3 cedis, 5 cedis and give back change. You have not been trained in the exercise of driving. We have just finished speaking about carnage on the roads. If you put a man like Bawumia on the streets of this country, he will end up killing pedestrians. He will end up wrecking the cars of other people because he has no credential. He has no capacity. He has no skill to drive because he's a mate. If that is the analogy, then Bawumia is a mere mate. 5 Ghana, give change, 1 cedi. That's all he can do. Let's look at the issue of traders. Look at Aboso Kan. What is the cost of importation in this country? I know someone who bought a car in 2016. He bought a Honda CRV. He bought it for 72,000 Ghana cedis. 72,000 Ghana cedis for a Honda CRV. Today, a Honda CRV is over 200,000 Ghana cedis. The cost of import duties in this country. Aboso Kan spare part dealers who are in the business of importing spare parts from Germany, from Holland, from other parts of the world, so that people's vehicles that get spoiled on the roads can have access to spare parts. Today, go to Aboso Kan and see how almost empty it is. The same Aboso Kan people, Honorable, the same Aboso Kan people, Honorable is trying to strike me.
Honorable is a former member of Parliament.
No, the thing is that it's touching Honorable. Because Honorable's Land Cruiser today, the spare parts Honorable could buy for his Land Cruiser is 5 times the price today.
Honorable has promised me that when they break the 8, he'll give me a Land Cruiser, so don't spoil my chance.
No, but his Land Cruiser today, the Land Cruiser he drives every day, the cost of spare parts is way more. So what will the Vice President say to the Aboso Kan spare part dealers? What will he say to them? Because this is their condition as we speak. It is not hypothetical. It is practical. It is the status quo.
Okay.
That the people in Aboso Kan are not able to import. The cost of cars, the cost of vehicles. He says he's going to engage drivers. What will you tell the driver? When the cost of fuel, almost bi-weekly, the cost of fuel goes up. And there's a trickle-down effect on the cost of doing business and cost of services, goods in this country. That the common man who would wake up from Adenta to go to Accra to work would have to pay over 8 cedis daily, 16 cedis. How much is he paid?
Right.
That is the reality of the Ghanaian.
So he doesn't have to sit with the people.
The Vice President may go around and say he's going to engage people. But the reality is that the people have already complained. For every category of identifiable group, the Vice President has said he's going to meet. They have all come out in their numbers and spoken about the challenges they face. So the question is this. Mr. Bawumia, as Vice President, you are as much a part of the few successes of this government as you are a part of the majority of the failures of this government. This is a government that promised several promises to the people of this country and have failed. So the question today is going to be, what is the credibility of Alhaji Bawumia?
All right.
Will the people of this country look at Alhaji Bawumia and see a visionary leader? No. Okay. Will the people of this country look at Alhaji Bawumia and see a man of integrity? No. Will the people of this country see in Alhaji Bawumia a very credible leader, like the statement says? In that statement issued by Dennis Miracles Abuaji, he called the Vice President a very credible leader. And the question is this, will the people of this country look at Alhaji Bawumia and say, Alhaji Bawumia, you are a very credible leader? And the answer is a big no.
All right,
we have
Philemon,
lost faith in Alhaji
your
Bawumia.
time is up.
We have lost faith
Thank
in
you
the
very
NPP
much.
government.
All right.
And we are calling on the people of this country, come around, let's rally around John Mahama. Let's rally around Prof.
I like how
No,
Honorable is looking at you.
I'll be quiet and listen to him as well.
Yes.